Could it be? For me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to this Louie T Network exclusive, talking about the LTN exclusives. This stream is brought to you by Sleepers. This is my last call for everyone that wants to participate in the LTN exclusives. Now, I will say I've been lacking this year in the promotion of this thing, but I do want to give you guys some credit. Despite me not promoting this thing like crazy like I normally do. Normally, this would have been my fifth or sixth or even seventh time coming to you and imploring you to join the LTN exclusives. I have only done this twice. The first time when I let y'all know the portal was open, sign up, pay your registration fee, register. Now I'm here to make sure that you've submitted pics, and I'm here to tell you guys that you've done a great job of getting things done without me having to push you to do it. But now, this is my last call. I'm happy with the turnout. It's not as much as it was last year because I wasn't as aggressive pushing you to sign up as I was last year. But that said, there's still plenty of people who are participating. I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I'm going to show you what's going on. If you don't see your name, that's probably because either I haven't you sent your stuff in, pretty late here in the process, or you haven't paid your registration fee, or you didn't register, one or the other, right? So with that said, let's get to the proceedings this evening really quickly and talk about, let me share my screen really quickly with you guys and get to, let's see. I think I want to show you guys. What do I want to show you guys? I think I want to show you the sheets. So, you know what I'll do? I will start with this. Let me make it bigger so everyone can see it. And I'll go through everything real quick for those of you who aren't aware, because I can't assume that everyone knows how all of this works. And so I need to make sure that I am letting y'all know what's really good, right? So really quickly, I'm going to go through this very quickly. I'm not going to keep you here very long. This is not intended to be a long video. I am going to cut off all communication with the LTN exclusives at 8 o'clock tonight. That means no more entry into the LTN exclusives, whether it's the weekly pick'em pool, whether it's the Sole Survivor or the Winners and Losers League. All communication will be shut off at 8. That includes submitting picks. That includes submitting picks for the Survivor pool for week 1. That includes submitting picks for Winners and Losers. And that includes submitting picks for the weekly pick'em pool. Now, everything will be up on the Linktree site and the app tomorrow. So you'll have access to all of everyone's picks. I can't have that to you tonight. Obviously, if I'm shutting down everything at 8 o'clock tonight, not going to have time to get it all up to you tonight. But what I will do is have everything out so you will be able to follow along and be, and again, fully transparent, right? That is the goal of this. So you know that everything is being done in a very ethical manner. You're going to know who I picked for the game tonight. And then you're going to have all my picks tomorrow, along with everyone else who has submitted picks. Get your picks in. That was always the thing that I told you last year. Submit your picks. We're going to go through that quickly today because, again, I want to make sure that you get your picks in on time and you don't take an L when you don't have to. All right? So, very quickly, let's go through this. It's game on. You know what it is. Winners and Losers League, Sole Survivor, NFL Weekly Pick'em Pool. And we'll go in quickly in order of this. All right. So the weekly pick'em pool, it's very simple. It's $7 a sheet. You can play as many sheets as you like. The link is everything that you need. You don't need to go in 7 different places. Everything you need is on the Linktree app. That link is in the description of this video. It is pinned to my X account. If you do not have X, that is fine. All you have to do is go into this video, right? And click the Linktree link, or you can go into this video and you can copy and paste the link tree, whatever. Everything you need is there, right? Whether it's registration, putting your picks in, etc. Right? The only thing you can't do there is pay your registration fee, which most of you have. All right, to your credit, good job. Once again, $7 a sheet. Winner takes all. I do take $2 off the top, okay, for all the efforts that I put in to make this thing go. So whatever the amount of people playing times 5 is the amount of the payout. You'll see it on the sheet when I put it up for the master sheet, when you can follow along to see what's done. All right, so that's a weekly thing. Every week you can play as many picks as you like, right? Or as many sheets as you like. You know, $7 a sheet. You increase your chances of winning, but if you don't make the right picks, it doesn't matter how many sheets you play, you won't win. But that said, it's a fun exercise, one that I enjoy a lot because it's instant gratification. Everything else requires you to wait until the entire season or the entire league or pool is over with. This is instant gratification. I can win this week. I can win again next week. I could win in 2 more weeks from now. I could win in 4 weeks from the last time I won, whatever the case may be. Right. So that is in the description of this video. Click the link. The link tree link will take you straight there. And all you have to do is click the link, and then you can put your picks in for week 1, pay your money, and put your name up there so I know who you are. That said, moving right along. The 13th annual Soul Survivor Pool. All right. So this is my baby right here. This is the thing I've done the longest on this channel. 13 years. That's how long this channel has been running. That's how many years I've been doing the Survivor Pool. It's a lot of fun. Done this a ton. Have not one of these. So I'm hoping that this is the year. All right. Obviously, same thing applies here. If you want to participate, click the link tree link. It'll take you to the page where everything is. Click on the Soul Survivor registration form. Fill it out. After you do that, pay your registration fee, which is $25. Okay. I take $5 off the top. So it's however many people are playing times 20. That's going to be the pot. You'll see that at the top. I always put the amount that we're playing for at the top. So you know, I think on this one, it's actually on the side. So you'll know. So you don't have to worry about that. But ultimately, if you want in, make sure that you fill out the registration form, you pay your fee, right? And you got 3 ways you can pay this year. Usually it's 2. This year it's 3. You've got PayPal, you've got Cash App, and the newly acquired Venmo. So you can also pay via Venmo now as well. Again, this is too easy for you to mess up. If you want to participate, don't forget to submit your pick. It's one team. Every week, you pick a team to win. If that team wins, you advance to the next week. If that team loses, you're eliminated, right? Once you select a team and they win and you move on to the next week, you are no longer able to pick that team again for the remainder of the pool, right? Again, if you were to lose, you're eliminated. It's very simple. If you do not submit a pick, you get one, essentially, we'll call it you get the house choice, right? Essentially, I asked you in the registration form, what was your favorite team? You filled that out. Whomever your favorite team is, if you do not submit a pick that week, that is the team that you are given as a default. If you've already selected said team, you're eliminated. Really simple. Just submit your picks, people. Please don't get eliminated because you didn't send your pick in and you already used your default team, which is your favorite team. Please don't get eliminated because you didn't submit your picks and your team is playing a really tough opponent and loses that week. Just submit your picks. All right. So $25 gets you in. Fill out the registration form. Submit your picks. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people have signed up. I don't see a lot of picks, and we're going to go over that here in a second. I don't know what you guys are doing, but send your picks in. Please submit your picks. All right. And then last but not least, the big one. Winners and Losers League. This is a year-long commitment. If you aren't able to send in picks every single week, this is not for you. And I'm not upset about that, right? I don't mind taking your $30 donation. If you want to donate to the pot, please, by all means. But so many people sign up, and then after 3 weeks, they don't send any more picks. You're not getting your money back, right? Once this first game starts, once I close, it's locked, right? So again, this one is $30. I take 5 off the top, so it's 25 times the amount of people playing. That's going to be the pot. I'll have that at the top so you can see and know what we're playing for. I think last year was $2,225. It's not going to be that high this year because, again, I haven't been promoting it as much, so that's my fault. It's still going to be a nice piece of change, but again, every week you have to submit picks. This is a very tedious process. If you aren't about that life, this isn't for you. And I get that life happens and life be lifing sometimes and you're not able to submit picks. I get it. But that is what it entails. If you want to win, you're going to have to submit picks every single week. That said, all this is an accumulation of the entire season of making picks. We're not picking against the spread. You're just picking winners. That's it. All right. So you're going to do that for every single week, all 18 weeks. And at the end, someone is going to have more wins than everyone else. That person is going to win the entire pot. That is how this works. All right. $30 gets you in. Make sure you submit your picks. You guys are actually doing a really good job. The ratio of people that have signed up to the people that have sent in picks, pretty good. Now, I haven't gone through the actual list to see if someone has duplicated and sent me their picks because they didn't know if I got their picks, which if you sent them in and you hit the submit button, you only have to do it once. I got them. You don't have to, well, you didn't say anything. Maybe I need to send them again. If you want to change your picks, you're able to do that. I'm always going to take the last submission that you put in. So if you start thinking about a game or two and you're like, you know what, I want to change it, go back in, resubmit your picks, change the game, and I'll see that you sent in another one, and I'll take the last one that you sent in. So all the other ones that you've done are disregarded. Okay? So that is where we are. All right? So with that said, here we go. You've got roughly 3 hours to get into the LTN exclusives if you haven't already done so. And again, I'm not chasing anybody down for money. I'm not chasing anybody down for registration. Either you're in or you're out. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to pull up a few things so that you guys can see what's going on. Again, I want full transparency here. So this is the survivor pool. As you can see, these are the people that have paid and filled out registration. If you do not see your name, let me just, I can check it real quick. All right, let's see. All right. So this is the survivor pool. So let me look at the survivor pool real quick. All right. Got you. Okay. So let me go through this real quick so you guys can see. I'm not going to say all the names. You can see the screen. You see your name. You're good. I got you. Now you have to make sure you send in your pick. I'm not going to show everyone your pick for week 1, but you have to make sure you do your part and send your pick in. All right. I'm going to show you how many people have sent in picks. I think right now, as you can see, we start at 10 and we're all the way down to 56. So that means 46 people have entered into the pool to this point. All right. I do not have 46 submissions. That means everyone has not submitted their picks. That said, let's keep going. As you can see, Malo was our champion last year. That is our defending champ, Malo. That is who we are all trying to knock off of the top of the Soul Survivor pool. All right, so that is the list, right? If you saw your name, you're good. If you didn't, now let me just tell you this, okay? I'm looking at the entry form right now and I'm cross referencing everyone. DC Dog, you're good. I got your registration. I got your money. You're good. You're just not on the sheet yet. No worries, right? Walt 260, got your registration, got your money. You're good, all right? Let's see. Pop Tart Timmy, got your registration, got your money. You're good, all right? Continuing on. AJ Meehan, got your registration, got your money. You're good, all right? Continuing on. All right, moving on. Let's see who this is. Venmo. See what we got on Venmo. All right. Rockin' Roll. Gotcha. Got your registration. Got your money. You're good. Cesar M. Got your registration. Got your money. You're good. All right. So just wanted to clear that up. If you didn't see your name, there are some of you who just sent in your money or just sent in your registration or just sent in both. I got all of yours. One person up here that registered did not pay. DMVJ, don't have your money yet. Maybe I do. Maybe it's under a different name. But that I won't know. But again, I'm looking at one person. This might be you, but I can't tell if that's you or not. So again, that's the only one right now that I'm looking at that has not paid their money. Kevin the PRF, got your money now. You registered way early in advance, but you did not pay. You paid today, if I'm not mistaken. So if you did pay, and I'm going to assume that you did, you should be good. We get to let's go to this is winners and losers. All right. So we're going to go through these names real quick so that you can see who has and who hasn't paid. Let me change something on this really quickly that I should have changed before. Let's get the new graphic up here. This might be a pain in the ass. Probably should have done this later. Excuse me. So I don't know where it's going to show up. And I got to drag it. And there it is. All right. All right. There we go. Probably can make it a little bit bigger. Nice. All right. So, winners and losers. Here are all our players. As you can see, last year's champion, Rella. That's who we're chasing this year. She's got a target on her back. Queen Rella. All right. So those are all the people that have paid their money and filled out the registration for winners and losers. I'll go through their list really quickly. All right. Jules, got your hold on a second. All right, Jules, you did not sign up for the survivor pool, Jules. I don't think you did. Let me check. You didn't. You hadn't at the last time I was there. Okay, so you have. All right. So Jules, I got your money for the survivor pool and your registration. You're good on that. But I have not received your money for the winners and losers. I do have your registration, however. Alec, so our guy AJ Meehan got you for winners and losers. You're good. And let's see. And Bronco Kid, got your money, got your registration. You're good. All right. So that's where we are with, and Jules, I just got your winners and losers money. You're good. All right. So that's where we are with winners and losers. All right. That's where we are with winners and losers. Just circling back real quick to the survivor pool. Ty, Got your money, got your registration fee, you're good. All right. So again, if you're submitting things now, you're going to be good. As long as you fill out the registration and you pay your money. Don't forget to submit your picks. Just because you signed up doesn't mean you stop. You should just do it right now, right? If you're watching this video and you haven't submitted your picks, don't say, okay, I'm going to do it later. Just do it right now. If you're watching me, that means you have time. Just do it right now. Submit your picks so you don't forget. All right. So I got one more thing to say. We got a super chat, and then we'll get out of here. Before we do any of that, however, let's get a word from one of our sponsors. We'll come back on the other side and clean this thing up and get out of here. Sleeper. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, blazing fast news and alerts right at your fingertips, play in fantasy leagues, and win real money on pick contests. So enjoy sports the way they were meant to, together. Download the #1 sports app today. Predict the hottest football stats like passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and much more to cash in on your daily fantasy football skills. Use promo code LTN and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. Sleeper. Big shout out to Sleepers for sponsoring this stream. So, really quickly, get your picks in before the 8 o'clock deadline. All right. It's great if you already submitted your registration. It's great if you submitted your registration fee. All that does is lock you in. It does not mean you have submitted your picks. Please submit your picks. This is the last thing that I'm going to do, right? This is the last thing that I'm going to do to show you guys where we are. All right. Let me make it bigger so you can see. All right. You see that number at the top? It says responses. There are over 50 of you in this survivor pool. I only have 43 responses. That means some of you have not submitted your selection for week 1. You should probably do that. Okay. Same thing could be said. Now, last time I checked, winners and losers, you guys were doing actually pretty good with submissions there. But you're lagging now because I think, let me look at the amount of people that are in the winners and losers. See. We probably at about 71, so about 61 people. Yeah, about 60, roughly around 60 or so people in the winners and losers league. And as you can see, only 48 of you have entered in submissions. So there's still quite a few of you out there who haven't put in your picks for this week. And I guarantee you, because I've done this for many years, that at least 2 or 3 of these are repeat submissions, meaning someone sent in submissions multiple times. Either they felt like, oh, I don't know if he got it or not, or they wanted to change their picks, meaning that there's even more of you who probably haven't submitted picks. You should probably do that now. You should probably do that now. Anyhow, I'm just here to tell you that I'm shutting it down at 8 o'clock sharp. Picks and registration. You'll have all the information you need tomorrow morning. Let's call it 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. You'll have all the master sheets for week 1. You'll have everything you need to keep up with what's going on. And I'm going to try my best this year to have the masters out on Thursday night. It's tough because, again, a lot of people do what I say you always are going to do, and that's wait to the last minute to do stuff. So a lot of people send their picks in at 8:05. Yeah, the game started, and I usually shut the picks down like at kickoff, 8:15, because I try to give people a chance. Maybe I'll shut it down at 8 o'clock this year. It's not going to change anything because I'm still probably not going to be able to get the sheets out on time. But I always make sure I let you know who I'm taking on Thursday night, and I'm going to have those picks out by Friday morning so that there's no funny business, because again, full transparency. I want everybody to know what's going on with everything. All right. In any event, this is the last call for everyone to submit your picks. This is the last call for you to enter into the LTN exclusives for 2025. If you don't enter in, I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but the people that are watching us have fun during the season when we have our kickback sessions. Don't hit us with the, oh man, I'm going to get in that jank next year. You can keep that to yourself because you're probably not going to get into it next year either because you probably said the same thing last year. So again, if you want to be a part of the LTN exclusives, here's your last chance. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Try and go be great. Here's your opportunity. Don't miss it. Get off the bench and get in the game. All right? So, got 2 comments. AJ Meehan, thank you for being a member for 37 months. Salute to you, writes, just sent my application and money via CashApp. Got you. All right, and I said it already. I don't know if you heard it, but I said I got your money. You are good. DGM Media. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, la, 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 you don't want smoke from JD5. Oh, I love it. I like it a lot. I like it. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Pop-Tart Timmy, you just asked, how do you submit your picks? The same place that you registered, right? That same link that you clicked to register. That link tree is going to be your best friend for all things LTN exclusive. All right. The matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up on my screen and show you what it looks like. All right. So you see that black phone over there in the corner of that screen? That's what it's going to look like on your mobile device. Should you type in linktree or linktr.ee / LouieTeeNetwork, this is going to pop up right here. This black screen right here with the LouieTeeNetwork football icon. You'll have all my social media, but this is all you need right here. See where it says registration? You probably already clicked on one of those because you're playing. This is where it says week 1 selection. It says make your pick here. That's where you make your pick if you're playing in the survivor pool. So if I click on this, it'll take you straight to the weekly selection where you will make your pick. Here, you will pick a team. Bam. Pick the team you think is going to win in week 1. Bam. And you're done, right? Hit submit and you're good, right? That's what it looks like for the survivor pool, all right? If you were to go to winners and losers, here's how you submit. You click on that, right? That will take you here. You see winners and losers. You put your name in. The same name that you put in so that everybody can see your name, which yours would be Pop-Tart Timmy, right? Don't put in Pop-Tart Timmy and then submit your sheet and then your name is Big Time Phil. I don't know who the hell Big Time Phil is because Big Time Phil didn't send in a sheet. Pop-Tart Timmy did. Okay? So make sure the name that you filled out and said this is the name everybody's going to see is the same name that you put here on your sheet, right? And then you're going to pick a winner for every single game. Boom, winner, right? Boom, winner. And you're going to do that for every single game. And it will not let you submit the sheet unless you filled everything out. So you can't miss a game. So no worries there. And then you're going to hit submit when you're done. Bam. And you're all good. All right. That's how that works. Same thing can be said for the weekly pick'em. You click on weekly pick'em. Bam. Right. It's going to take you here. Voila. Right. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. I'm looking at it. It's going to take you here. Same thing that you did for winners and losers is the same thing you're going to do here. Are you aware that there's a $7 fee? You say yes, because you have to pay if you want to play. Which way do you want to be paid out if you were to win? Is the same way you're going to pay your $7 fee. There are your three options. You're going to put a name. This name can be whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to, because you haven't signed up for anything else. This is a 1-week affair, and you do this every single week for all 18 weeks if you so choose. You can do it for 1 week and never play again. You can do it for 2 weeks. I got a guy that every year he pays in advance for the entire year. Every $7 times 18, he pays it out first week, and he's in every week, right? You do whatever you want to do. All I ever ask is that if you win, you give me a chance to win my money back the next week. That's it. If you don't, I'm going to put the kibosh on you, and I'm going to sick the football gods on you, and your life's going to be miserable for all LTN exclusives moving forward. You don't want that. So it's a simple ask. Just give me a chance to win my money back. Anyway, you got to fill out the sheet. Same way you did the winners and losers. Pick a team to win. You're going to do that for every single game. And you can't miss a game because then it won't allow you to submit the sheet. Come all the way to the bottom. Oh, one difference here. You got to put in the tiebreaker, right? How many points combined will be scored by the two teams on Monday Night Football? If there are 2 Monday night games, I will disclose which game is. It's usually the later game, the latter of the two. But you'll see that here. The instructions will be there. You're going to say, all right, Monday Night Football, Vikings, Bears. How many points combined are going to be scored by those two teams? Let's see. I think the Vikings are going to win the game 23-17. So combined score would be 40. You would put that here and then hit submit. Really simple. All right. So that is it. I have nothing else for you. You guys have all the information that you need. Go be great this year. Not better than me, but be great. I plan on winning everything. Spare nothing and spare no one. That is my energy this year. See if you can match it. Until next time, I'm your man, Louie T. Signing off. Got a ton more content coming your way. So stay tuned. This is going to be a fun year. Get your picks in. All right. If you haven't signed up, you've got less than 3 hours to do so. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Go be great. Get in the game. Get off the bench. Come get some. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.